Everybody, my name is Simon. I am the CTO and founder of PSB Advanced Technology, where we're here to bridge the gap between IoT and you. Our focus is building the LoRaWAN network coverage and network infrastructure, and also providing preventative data solutions. Once the coverage and network infrastructure is built, we will be able to provide you the solutions with sensors. So, say for example, you wanted to keep track of maybe your kids or something like that. You can put one of these GPS trackers in their book bags, or you can even get a smaller version to put inside in their shoes. You'll be able to basically figure out exactly where they are with this tracker and the information provided by it. We also have this device right here that's called a TTGo, and this allows us to verify coverage zones when we're building out the network. So at PSB Advanced Technology, our focus is the IoT mission, the Internet of Things. And you can be part of this program right now and generate some passive income by hosting one of our future spots. Now, the future spots come in different shapes and sizes. Here right now we have the Nebra. We also have the Syncrobit, and we also have the Kerlink. Any one of these devices provides LoRaWAN coverage that we can install inside the house or in the school, churches, buildings, wherever we need coverage. And we can provide an incentive package for being part of this program and helping us build out the network. Now, there are a couple ways that you can get this installed. What I just showed you, something like this, you can simply install indoors, no problem. But if you want to help us really provide coverage and get double of the incentive packages, and then we'll utilize something like this. It's a nice outdoor case. It will protect the hotspot, and it will utilize an antenna that looks something like this. This is just an example. This is a longer one. This is an 8 dBi LoRaWAN antenna for the 915 frequency range. So with these devices, you can provide LoRaWAN coverage for sensor data. And this is the mission that we're focused on. Now, at PSB Advanced Technology, we can do this with the support of the Helium Blockchain. Helium is a global distributed network of hotspots that create public long-range wireless coverage for LoRaWAN-enabled IoT devices. Hotspots produce and are compensated in HNT, the native cryptocurrency of the Helium blockchain. That's what allows us to be able to provide incentive packages for our host. The Helium blockchain is a new blockchain built from the ground up to incentivize the creation of decentralized public wireless networks. This is specifically for sensor data. It's different from any other, other crypto projects, but you don't need to worry about the blockchain aspect of it. That's the back end deal of it. As a FutureSPOT host, all you need to worry about is, do I have stable internet connection so I can plug this in and have this provide LoRaWAN coverage. Therefore, you can use this for windows and door sensors, temperature and humidity sensors, or even air quality sensors. It's really important right now, for especially after the pandemic and COVID. If you're going into a dentist's office, a school building, or any type of businesses, how do you know the air quality is up to par? Well, having an air quality sensor will be able to let you know if the air quality is good by simply lighting up in green, and there's different colors that they'll indicate when the air quality is starting to get to poor levels and something needs to be done, maybe improve the HVAC and turn on the fans or such. So we have partnerships with many of these sensor manufacturers, and we can go and provide a solution, anything for you. Say you do a lot of agriculture and you're running, like sometimes they'll do the tractor rides, and you want to keep track of where your equipment is, or construction sites. You want to keep track of your equipment, make sure it stays within the specific zone. You can create geolocation fences, geofences with your GPS tracker here, and you'll be notified if that item happens to leave that zone, and you can get an email or text message straight to your phone. Now, the way we are rewarded And the way this whole system works is through this consensus algorithm called proof of coverage. Proof of coverage is there to verify that hotspots are located at the claimed locations. So when we install a hotspot at your location, we need to input the address, and we need other hotspots within the vicinity to verify that that hotspot is there. So the proof of coverage sends a signal to verify an ongoing basis, and the hotspots that are honestly representing their location and the wireless network coverage and that they're created from that location. Now there's three ways that all of this works. There's three roles that create the proof of coverage consensus algorithm. First one, you have the challenger. All right, basically this hotspot issues the challenge, and challenges are done once per every 240 blocks, but that number can change in the code. Then you have the transmitter, also sometimes referred as the challengee. So this is the target of the POC challenge and is responsible for transmitting or beaconing a challenge packets to potentially be witnessed by any other hotspots nearby. And then there's the witness role, the hotspot that's in proximity to the transmitter, and it reports the existence of the challenge packet after it's been transmitted. Now you're probably like, what the heck does all of that mean? Basically, it's saying one hotspot says, hey, I'm over here. Can anybody hear me? And another hotspot says, yeah, I can hear you. You're over there. And then the last one, the third hotspot, the witness says, I saw those two communicate. All right. So someone says, you're where you're at. Yo, I can hear you. Okay, I saw the communication between those two. I'm a witness to that. So with the interaction and the collaboration, all three of of those roles is what creates the proof of coverage and what allows us to come to consensus for every block that's transacted on the blockchain. Now, what is blockchain technology real quickly? Well, if you're brand new to all of this, you're brand new to blockchain, the blockchain technology can be utilized in any field, any category, any business, any career, anything at all. We can transition to the blockchain. It's just simply a database online. It's a peer-to-peer database, all right? It's a peer-to-peer network. On this network, you have nodes. Nodes are computers, okay? So these computers, or a hotspot, consider a node, right? It connects to the blockchain, all right, by Wi-Fi, by the internet. Just like you connect your phone or your a hotspot, or your any other network device, a smartwatch or anything like that. It connects to the internet, right? So you can access the web. Now, this needs to connect to the internet so it can access the blockchain, so it can verify its location and within transactions. So blockchain technology is what makes all of this work. It's a trustless system. It's immutable, meaning that it cannot be changed, it cannot be updated, it cannot be edited. The only way that the blockchain information becomes new or updated technically is by adding to it. So the next block of information that's created, that's the most recent block of information, and then another group of transactions. So for every block, all right, there's transactions. Every block has multiple transactions inside of it, and all of the transactions inside of that block gives us the information of what's current to the network, all right? And then if we want something new, and then a new block is created, but the only way a new block can be created and added to the blockchain is by consensus. Consensus is another word for mutual agreement between all of the nodes, or not all of them, but about 75% of them or so agree with the information of all of the transactions, saying, okay, this node says there's 100 transactions. This one says there's 100 transactions that equal this. Oh, but this one says there's only 50 transactions. Well, these two say there's 100. This one says 50. Let's check for consensus, and that's what it's doing. It's verifying. So now these two have the majority. All right, and so we're gonna come to consensus with these two. Now this one will be updated with the new block, and then on the next go around, we'll see, all right, these two say 100, and now this one also says 100 as well, to keep up with the blockchain. All right, so that's just an example. On an enterprise level terminology, blockchain is, well, a decentralized distributed ledger that allows peer-to-peer transactions secured by cryptographic algorithms and consensus mechanisms. Consensus mechanisms are just different ways of coming to a consensus. Like in Ethereum, they have the proof of work, and then they just started the proof of stake as well. There's proof of attendance, there's proof of history with Solana. There's so many different consensus mechanisms in place that basically says how can we come to an agreement with the information on the blockchain. All right, so at PSB Advanced Technology, we also offer Helium Consultation services. So welcome to the IoT future. Why would you need to hire a Helium consultant? Well, you're new to the Helium ecosystem. You want to maximize your Helium knowledge. Maybe you want to increase your H&T rewards coming in from your hotspots if you are a owner or network hosting services. And maybe you need help with your hotspot placement. You bought a whole bunch of these, but you have no idea how to place them correctly, where to put them, and how radio frequency theory works, how the H3 grid works, the right type of antenna you would want to choose, and network optimization. That's what we're here to provide that information for you. We understand you're busy with life, and you can increase your learning curve with a Helium consultant. Let's build the IoT network of the future. You can hire me today for your Helium journey and to enhanced version of your community. The Helium consultation services breakdowns. Well, we offer hotspot placement. We have a standard and unique packages. We have Helium density solution strategy that really goes in depth of HIP 15, HIP 17, and what that's all about. We have project deployment, which is a custom solution for your unique location. What type of setup would be best over for your area? We also have Helium mentorship, which is a Zoom call to guide you through your own setup. So instead of me coming out there and doing the work with you, or I'll just guide you through your own Helium journey, what kind of things you need to focus on, what different terms mean, and how this whole thing works. And then once you have your hotspot up and running, what are the steps you can do next to continue on the path of building out this decentralized wireless network and providing solutions for network users. And all consultation services require 75% deposit payment, and you can see the rest on the bottom there. It's a 21-day project timeline. Here's ways you can reach me on social media. So Simon Future 2 on Twitter. PSB Advanced Tech on Twitter is the company page. It really doesn't update that much. Simon Future 2 is really where I post a lot of my information. And you can just email me at simonfuture@pm.me as well. Check out Cryptechology YouTube channel for more information. Now, what is LoRaWAN? LoRaWAN, well, there's hundreds of companies and thousands of developers already building out the people's network. It's the largest, fastest growing LoRaWAN network in the world. We have thousands of existing solutions, sensors, devices, and gateways that can be configured to run LongFi, which is a powerful blend of LoRaWAN and blockchain technologies. As a hotspot host, you help us by providing proof of coverage to the network. POC is a unique work algorithm that uses radio waves to validate that hotspots are providing legitimate wireless coverage. Now, here are a couple examples of what happens on the Helium network. And we're focused on, hey, smart healthcare, smart homes, smart industrial, logistics, utilities, environment, emergency, cities, buildings, agriculture, schools. It doesn't matter. You can utilize IoT in any field. How does the Helium hotspot earn? Well, we went through that. It is through the proof of coverage and the device through data. So all of that information is what helps us fund our company, PSB Advanced Technology, so we can provide incentive packages to you. Now, what are the costs to run this? You're like, hey, this sounds really awesome. I want to be part of this, movement. I want some passive income. I want incentive packages, which are really awesome because some of them we can offer you, 1 year of Netflix for an entire year and a Visa gift card that, up to $300 Visa gift card depending on your setup. But we got the holidays coming. This extra cash could really help out for you. Or you can just simply say, hey, you know what? I'm good with that. Let me just get the monthly rewards, and we'll send you out monthly rewards per your agreement. We'll figure out the numbers once we do the install. So what are the costs for running this? Really, it doesn't cost much at all. One of these devices simply just uses about 5.1 volts. I mean, it really comes down to, on the electricity cost, a pretty fancy large, or I forget what they call it, Vendi, or I forgot what's the fancy name they call it, but per year. So if you're going to Starbucks and you get one of the most expensive, fanciest coffees that they have at Starbucks, that's literally the amount of money that can power this device for an entire year. That's why this is fantastic. That's why this is green. This is green energy. This is enhancing our community, and it's providing coverage for sensors. So maybe you want to put a GPS sensor on your dog or your pet, and that happens to always get out, and it's just a pain in the butt trying to find them in the neighborhood or in the street, and you're like, man, I really wish there was something better, because yeah, I have the Wi-Fi one, but as soon as it gets away from Wi-Fi, I can't connect to it anymore. Well, that's why with LoRaWAN coverage and this network we're building, the entire community can use it. Anywhere you go, there's coverage, you can use it. Once the sensors are connected, which is something that we'll do, you tell us what type of sensors you'd like, or you can do it yourself. We'll connect it up, you connect it one time, and boom, that is it. And you just go ahead and look at the data. So like I said, it doesn't use much electricity at all, it doesn't use that much data at all, and it's less than 2 Netflix movies for an entire year. It's really a fantastic way to improve our communities and businesses to the next level. Connect anything to this. Yes, you can connect anything to this. Any LoRaWAN compatible devices, sensors can be utilized on the Helium network. So all of the sensors that were created decades ago, years ago, you don't have to worry about, oh, well, let me wait for new hardware to come out, and how are we going to be able to do this? No, any LoRaWAN compatible sensor can be added to this network. And here's just a certificate of my blockchain development bootcamp. And here's another example of the FutureSPOT Kerlink edition. And in the background is the Helium developer kit that we use to make prototypes for sensors. And security and safety. So you're worried about, is this secured? I mean, the network is super secured. When we created all of this, that was the priority, and it still is the highest priority. The network security overview is available on helium.com. You can go check it out as well. But we are FCC approved. All of these hotspots are FCC approved, meaning that the FCC has evaluated and the impact of radio waves on human health and safety. All of the Helium hotspots operate on a 915 frequency range, so security and safety is checked off. All right, so really, you don't have to worry about it at all. But if you do want to learn more information about it, please let us know, or I'll direct you in the place where you can go check that out. Who can do this with us, right? So when the network were built last time, when for cell towers and all this, it was like the big telcos and everybody else, and how could I get involved? This sounds really awesome. Well, anybody can get involved with this, because the goal of this is the people's network, is the regular people, the hard working middle class, low class, even upper class. It doesn't matter. Businesses, residential, it doesn't matter who you are. If you want to help out build out this network, and you want some extra, ching ching on the side, you can help us by hosting one of our future spots and let us create the IoT network of the future. So this is called the Helium Console, also known as Coverage. This is a new feature that was added to help us verify coverage. And here's just an example of when you have a temperature humidity sensor. I have a temp and humidity sensor set up at my house, and this allows me to verify the temperature and obviously humidity of the sensor. And the cool thing about it is I just can check this right on my browser and to see how it's working. And I get notified anytime it gets over 84 degrees within the greenhouse, and it just sends right to my phone, text message, and also emails as well. And you can set that up with any type of sensor, and you'll just be able to have access to that data. Assets Insights with Hoopo. This is one of our network users that's been using the Helium network for logistics operations. And Linxdot. If you'd like to actually, say, hey, this is really cool, I like all of this, but you know what? I want to take the investment and I want to buy my own instead of hosting someone else's, because when you host someone else's, it's totally free and you get rewarded for it. But if you do want to make the investment and you do want to buy your own hardware and start building out the network with us, that is awesome. There's nothing wrong with that. This is not about competition. This is about collaboration. And I will show you exactly where you can go. And if you're interested, you can get yourself one of the FutureSPOT Linxdot edition. You can order that today, and if you use the discount code FutureSPOT, you'll get a nice percentage off your final order. Enhance your future self. That's what all of this is about. That is our motto. That is my company logo, and that is what our FutureSELF apparel is about. I probably should have wore this shirt, but you know what? This is what it's about, okay? This is diamond hands because, you know, we're expecting to hodl for the hosts and services. But for everybody else, look, like, you can even order this and just rep the IoT gear, you know, and just show your support for Internet of Things, for a smarter future, for a connected future, for a collaborative future. And you can go to dogelord.com and get our FutureSELF crypto apparel, IoT apparel today. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Thank you for your support. Continue, if you like information like this, you know, hit the like and subscribe, share this with everybody else, and let people know, hey, we're building out the network and they're paying people to help us do it. So I'm Simon. I'm the CTO and founder of PSB Advanced Technology. I hope you all have a great day.